All right, this is Travis. My name's Travis, and Team X Fit. This is my client Jessica, and today we're just going to talk about a couple questions, and she's going to just kind of talk about her experience with training in the past few months, and some of her goals and things like that. So how long we've been working out together?
Since about October 2019.
So it's today is May. I don't know the date. May 20th. I don't know the exact date. So several months, about 6-7 months there. So several months. And what were your goals when you first started, and then how have they changed now?
So when I first started, so I have 2 jobs, so I wasn't like taking time to work out or take care of myself, and I had a lot of stress, and it was just a cycle, like, never-ending battle. And you're tired, and you just make excuses. So I think originally I just needed to get moving, get a system in place, like a routine set up, and just be consistent.
Okay, good. So, when we do meet, what are other workouts that you do on your own? What are some other things? I think we meet like usually 2-3 times a week. So what other workouts do you do?
So pre-coronavirus and post are 2 different questions. So before, I enjoyed doing class group workouts at the gym, like cardio, kickboxing, and boot camp style.
How many days a week did you do that?
Probably 4 days a week, and then 3-4 days a week, and then I worked with you a couple of days a week, and then I did usually like 1 day of strength training on my own, but mostly focused on cardio.
Yeah, so I think she's pretty much doing probably 5 to 6 days a week, prior to it. And now we're a little bit different. Now we're doing 2-3 days a week. We meet, and then she does some classes still does a lot of walking and jogging. So she's active roughly 6 days a week?
Every day, pretty much.
Almost every day.
Some weeks I take off 1 day, and some weeks that is like my mental status of like, I actually do need to get out there and be active, because otherwise I don't feel good.
And so as far as exercise goes, what's made the biggest difference in your success exercise wise? Has it been cardio or classes or training sessions? Like what's
probably accountability, like if I know you're waiting for me, obviously I can't back out of it.
So
but no, I mean, I think the hardest thing for me was getting started. Once I got started and I built up a routine, then it was just like, okay, keep going. But it was hard to put on the shoes, go back to the gym, get up and do it. Just because I worked long hours and I just wanted to go home, but then I just had so much fatigue and stress, and then all that has melted away with exercise.
So it's like a routine, and getting into a habit really helps out a lot. So also on that same note, what's made the biggest difference nutrition wise that we've talked about? Has it been eating more frequent meals?
I think
and veggies, sodium.
So I think for me, because I was short on time, convenience was my biggest thing. So it's okay, drive through, pick up food, fast food, or what I thought was healthy food out in a restaurant. I'll get a salad, but there are hidden fats and calories loaded in there, sodium primarily, which caused me some issues. And just taking the time to make your food at home, all my processed food, carbs, refined sugars went out the window. So for me, it wasn't baby steps, it was just everything out. And then I tried to switch my mindset of not what I can't eat, but what I can eat. I need to get the vegetables, the fruit servings, whole grains, whatever, and try to focus on getting those in. And actually it's a lot harder to eat the right foods, and sometimes I'm not hungry and I'm oh, I have to eat my 4 meals a day now, and it's time to eat. Whereas before I was always hungry. So it's once you have the carb cycle, I think it just spirals, and your blood sugar and all that. So
you have to do 4 times a day.
Yeah, 4 times a day, and a lot more fruits and vegetables. I was pretty good before, so I thought, but not really.
More fruits and veggies now, right?
Yeah, so no eating out, just at home. That was the hardest thing, but that made the biggest difference and saved a lot of money
Preparing too, meal preparation.
Meal prep time and everything.
Okay, and then what forms of functional 3D movement? We just did a workout, and she's been having some issues with a back injury. I think we got over the hump with that. So what forms of functional 3D movement have you done that's really made a difference with past injuries and future injury prevention? So talk about some of the the twisting and tilting stuff that we do. The lunges.
Yeah, so usually, like I'll try to warm up, get a little bit warm first, like, run around or go up and down the stairs, and then try to do like lunges, twist side to side, like reach up and across, stretching, I think, motions to not like pull something if you just go right into the workout. And then I do a lot of foam rolling. Like I did that before, but like I got a harder foam roller, and now I'm used to it, and now the other one feels like a pillow. But yeah, I stretch and foam roll and try to prevent things from happening by just easing into things and not just like starting a run or just getting right to it.
She does like a lot of dynamic flexibility. That's the way we always start our sessions out, with like lunges forward and backwards and sideways and twisting and turning and all that stuff. So let's see, what are some of the most exciting things that have made you the happiest as far as results go? So talk to me about your shirts and stuff. You were talking about how those are.
Yeah, like I have a huge walk-in closet, of course. I'm sure everyone has clothes that they keep that they're like, these don't fit. I'm not going to get rid of them because one day they'll fit. So I tried on a bunch of my clothes that I hadn't tried on in probably a couple years, and most of them were actually too big. So I'm going to have to, once the stores and everything open up and I can try stuff on, probably like get a lot smaller sizes.
Yep.
And I think the biggest thing for me, it wasn't materialistic, it was like health goals for myself, like long term, not fad, not momentary, like drop a size and I'll be happy. Like I wasn't interested in that. I know like for me it has to be like a lifelong kind of healthy lifestyle, not like here today, gone tomorrow, which is what I've done off and on. I'm sure most people have jumped on the fad diet bandwagon, and it doesn't really work, and it can backfire. And for me, like my mental health, I had just like let it go, and I had so much anxiety and stress, and I was having panic attacks at work, and I wasn't exercising, so like the endorphins and everything wasn't like doing its natural like goal and trying to like help you. So with exercise, for me that was a huge thing. Like I mean, I had heard it, like I have a background in science, but I think until you're ready to experience it, you just kind of deny
that's a big
it.
Difference.
And for me, it's like if I don't get outside, then I lose my mind. So like before, I was like I just wanted to sit all day and work and not like go anywhere, and now it's the opposite.
That's why I exercise too. And then you lost a lot of body fat as well. So the body fat percentage numbers, I think that's been really good too. Okay, so what's the last thing? What would you tell someone that's new or apprehensive about starting training? Like, what would your best piece of advice be?
I would say just think about what your why is, and like why are you doing this? Why do you want to start a fitness journey? And come up with something that's meaningful to you, not to your trainer, not to your friends, not to your family, but something that will motivate you on a daily basis. Otherwise, it's going to be like easy to just drop it one day and go back to the way you were. And for me, like I said, I picked something that was more meaningful and not materialistic or shallow. So if you can think of something that way and have like a plan to put it on your calendar, start somewhere, whether it's like 1 day a week, 2 days a week, whatever, just commit the time to yourself and keep going and like just be consistent.
I think that's really important, like having something that's your personal goals. Like what are your, because I could suggest things all day long, but if they're not your own personal goals, and that's like extremely important. So that's the most important thing, and then that's what we focus on is only your goals. So all right, well, I'm looking forward to working with you, and keep up the good work. All right.